I've already squirreled myself this morning. So good morning to you. Good morning, yo. While the starting screen was up, number one, I forgot my coffee. Thunder Viking 22 months of sub, and thanks so much, buddy. Oh, now I remember what I was going to do. I'm going to do that. Power Belly 26 months of sub. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all very, very much. Oh my gosh. So let me go do my squirrel thing real quick, and then I'll tell y'all what it was. I just want to make sure it's there. Goodness gracious. All right, it's there. Oh, God. Literally while the starting screen was on, I said, I'm going to go do this thing. And then I started watching y'all in chat. Planner setup day. It's not even planner setup day. It's let's figure out a new planner layout day. So we're going to try to do this. I have a lot to talk about. One of the reasons why I'm streaming today is I have a lot to talk about, and I have a lot of desk type work today. And one of the things is I really need to fix this situation I have going on with my planner. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a shocking amount of stuff, and I still have a ton to talk about tomorrow. So we might start doing these Monday late morning streams. We'll see. I'm changing a lot of schedule stuff background wise. Nothing that's going to affect like streams or podcasts or anything like that, other than like I'll probably add this Monday stream, have Wednesdays committed to now. So I'm really committed to this Twitch thing, which is what I wanted to bring up to y'all. So if you are watching me on Twitch, probably not on mobile, but on desktop maybe, you might see like a team listing like under my name here. And it says Stationary Brew now. So I have joined the Stationary Brew stream team. And what I want you to do is I want you to go click that link that says Stationary Brew and follow all of the awesome people that are there right now. Like, you can leave this stream even. Like, Spotted Journal's streaming right now, so she's live. You need to go in there and follow her. Crude, 4 months of subbing. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So they were kind enough to have me as part of the stream team. I'm committed to raising the profile of all stationary streamers and being part of all my friends that are in this group some that I've known for a while, some that have been in here for a while, some that are brand new to me. Has been one of the most enjoyable things of my last week is getting to talk to and watch and learn from all these people that have the same likes as us in the stationary world. So like JD Lay is saying, if you're in a browser, right click on Stationary Brew and it's going to give you a list of the members. Go to those members, click on their name, and hit the follow button. Like, just go do it. And if you have to leave this stream, if you find something else you want to watch in that crew, go watch them because they're awesome. And I am excited about what we can do on Twitch, especially as a stationary team, as friends who believe in the same things, as friends who literally come on here to have fun. And I just really, really want y'all to go make that happen. So, yeah, I'm going to be talking about that a lot because I want all the Stationary Brew members to have all these follows, and then that way they pop up. I watched so many streams last week, y'all, and it was the best. It was the best time. Like, before, I would have, like, just some random video game stream on the background, and it was just on. I'm pointing over here because that's where my second monitor is. But now I have these stationary streams on and I'm engaged, right? They're different. So yeah, that's Twitch message 1. Twitch message 2 is I reapplied for partner this morning. My time window came up to allow me to do it again. So give it another 7 to 10 days. We'll see. I started to yell at him. I mean, not really. I was like, stationary Twitch is where it's going to be. Let's do this. Twitch people. Twitchers. Kate, do you know why I got squirreled this morning. So Kate's first joke was funny. But what I had was just figuring... I had just finished going through some of my notes. And I saw this. 519 at Kate, why now? No. I could see them preferring channels that are more moving. This channel is relatively stationary. This is the gospel of Kate. So I literally just read that when you made your most recent joke, and you blew my brain out again. So that was when I applied last time and didn't make it. So then I forgot what I was doing because I was laughing because I just looked through that. All right. Oh God. So yeah, that is in my notebook forever. We're gonna have to put that somewhere else. That's a good one. We'll keep that going. What else? This channel flows like a fine fountain pen. This channel flows like one of Mike's fountain pens that hasn't been cleaned in a year. So looks like we can't see the stationary brew team on mobile. Yeah, so what you'll do is go to your desktop, find the team, and then follow them. And then that way when you're on mobile, they'll be followed and they'll pop up in your stream. So yeah, mobile is always a challenge with Twitch. It's just one of those things that's a super challenge. So, yeah. Schmevelin, 27 months or something. Let's go. I tried to go find the day I first streamed. It's got to be close to 3 years ago. I know there was a big gap in there. Naomel Push, 100 bits. Thank you so much. Do I have an email from you? Email's on my list this morning. I started doing an email. And Tessa's not awake yet. When I woke up, Tessa was already in my Twitter feed. Just for those who don't know, that's bad. That's a bad sign. When I wake up and look on Twitter, I don't want to see recent tweets from Tessa because she is 3 hours behind me, and I was up at like 7:15. I was like, this is a terrible idea. All right, you think you have the whole team follow? Thank you, Evan. Thank you for doing that. I really, really appreciate y'all. This is just the beginning. So there you go. OG and Tristy, on mobile, you can see the other streams at the bottom of the home tab. Gotcha. Credit to you for having April on Friend of the Show, and that got me inspired to listen to the Stationary Cafe podcast. From there, I was joining Penguin's creative Twitch stream and met up with so many cool streamers. A virtuous circle of goodness. That's facts. And Coco, thank you for the kind words about refill this weekend. This stream is kind of a follow-up of that. I'm trying to figure out some... I had an interesting week of productivity last week in that... Oh, can you talk a bit about the rubber O-ring the spoke roadie has? Sure. So let's go ahead and get this, Elise. We're gonna do something new here real quick, and this is I'll be able to answer your question. So we have a new camera set up. So let me talk about this real quick. Yeah, the one that goes in the tip of refill. I know what you mean. So we have a new camera set up. So this is what's coming, y'all. A little bit better, right? We're on our game now, right? So that's this is the chrysanthemum that's brown. You can't really see it anyway. So here's the deal. It is physically set up. Yeah, I'll see if I can show you the links. It is physically set up, but it's only in its initial state right now. So I don't have the focus perfected because where the camera's sitting at and how you can see this background over here, this is as far as I can reach the camera with the cable that I have on hand and the rigged up camera stand that I have. So I have a longer cable, I have a new camera stand coming, and we got to work on the lighting too, right? See, like it's too shady over here. So what we're gonna have soon, Yeah, so like what you see right now, it's gonna change, right? It's probably by Thursday I might have all this stuff in. And then we're going to, so the camera is in the front of my desk now, coming over the back side of my desk, right? It's coming over, I'm reaching out and the camera is coming from this direction. I'm gonna be able to have the camera over here and overhead at the proper height. We're gonna adjust the focus, just adjust the apertures, and get all the lighting dialed in. But I wanted to get this plugged in and tested so we can see how much difference this is going to make once we get it going. Right? This is going to be the ticket. And see, right now I'm reaching really far to get to this area of my desk. Right? So that's the other thing. It's way forward on my desk. So, yeah, this is the beginning of this. So we're going to be able to do a lot of things. So to answer, whoops, I had all this stuff sitting here. To answer this first question, you can see my Star Wars PlayStation over here. That's like all the way on the edge of the desk. This whole thing will be moved more towards me and more to my normal right-handed writing position, which you can see like right here. Hey, Killer Sheep. No influencer hands today. I mean, just look how much better this is going to be. Like when we get it all dialed in. Like, let's see. Can't get the lighting right. There it is. Like you can see the actual etchings on the top of these barrels and things like that. Molly, thank you for the gift sub to Elise. Elise, I promise I'm getting to your question, but this preempted that. So see how we can do all this without having influencer hands now? So we're going to really be able to do some cool things. So yeah, this is not the final form. So we'll work on this a little bit today. Let me get the alerts off of here. Thank you, Molly, so much. All right, Elise, let me get to your question. Yes, it's a great start. We just had to get this going, and over the next week or so, we'll get it finalized. All right. So what we're looking at now is, this is my special edition Spoke Roadie. My apologies. In advance, you can't have this pen. So when Brian and I designed this pen, we designed it. Oh, Brad, thoughts on the raid last Thursday? I've talked to Calix a couple times since then. I am beyond thrilled with what took place last Thursday. It was fantastic. It was amazing. It was true love from our community to hers, and I just appreciate it. Like, I was in there for like another hour or two. Like after we went over there, I just stayed because she is awesome. I was like, this whole thing just knocked my socks off. So she sent me a note. Just wanted to make sure I thanked everyone who went over there, and like she was really, really happy. And yeah, she got double rated. She ended up putting a post on Instagram. Yeah, and Tessa, it might have been you that had mentioned before, like when we were looking for someone to raid. And we didn't do it that day. We went to someone else, and this time we did go over to Calix, and it was awesome. So yeah, like she's live now, and it's like I feel guilty like when my friends are live too. So technically triple because Mike raided prior to the Pen Addict raid. That's exactly right. So let's see. So here's my pen. Sorry, I had to show you all this that Brian made for me. But the question is, what is the purpose of the O-ring in, stay here. What's the purpose of this? Oh, now this might need influencer hands to pick up. Let's see. We'll get this all dialed in soon. All right. So what's the purpose of the O-ring? Oh, an unknown pleasure indeed. It's really just vibration dampening. It's not mandatory. It fits it more snugly and prevents the movement of the refill. So you don't have to have this. When we built this pen, the tolerances were so tight that you didn't need it. Like, I couldn't tell a difference between a pen with the O-ring and without the O-ring. And Brian said, well, we're just going to do the O-ring because I think it'll be better in the long run. If you took the O-ring out of your pen, you probably won't notice a difference. But now that it's in the pen, there is just everything inside this pen is metal on metal, right? So we have this metal ring going to this metal tip, right? So the likelihood of tip rattle up here is high. So it's just an additional thing to make the writing experience better. But if you lost this or removed it, you probably wouldn't even know. If you did that and you still want one, just email me and I'll send you one. So we pre-build the refills so people don't have to worry about having like a loose spring and a loose ring. Like, every refill I unpackage, take off the sleeve, put on the spring, put on the O-ring, put it back in the package for every pen. Where can I get replacements? Just email me and I'll send them out for free. Like, they don't cost anything. You just need to email me and then I can send them out. If you need that, send it to hello@spokedesign.com. So that way I'll have it in the right inbox and I can ship them out this week if you need some. So yeah, that's it. That is why. But the tolerances are just so right on. You shouldn't need it, but it's nicer with it. That makes sense. Yeah, absolutely, Elise. It's confused some people. Admittedly, we don't have like a full FAQ page. Like, hey, why is this way? And why did my refill ship like this? And for newer customers, like, it helps. It would be better if we did explain that, I believe. So we haven't. We love us a Pen Addict, but only on Mondays, right? Right. So, yeah. So long story short, it's an added feature, but is not 100% necessary for functionality. So, for example, our standard spokes don't have that because, let's see if we'll see here. I'm gonna have a learning curve with this camera too, so y'all have to bear with me. FAQ, please refer to Twitch channel. So these don't have it because these are plastic. I mean, there's still metal on metal on the tip, but we were worried about the barrel hitting inside of here, right? That rounded end of the barrel hitting, and that just keeps everything away. So we don't have to have it in this one. And the spring is on the back on the spoke pin, the spring's in the back. So that's how it fits in there. Right. Boom. What pen is that? A Faber-Castell? This pen? This is a spoke design pen. Look at that shine in this camera, y'all. Schmancy. This is something I make with my partner Brian. So this is something that I am creatively and financially involved in manufacturing. So there's the stamping. So that logo is physically stamped into that at the top. Brian does all that stamping. So these two are pins that I make. This is another one. This was a good test pin yesterday when we were testing out the camera. This camera is going to be awesome, y'all. So we just got to get everything finalized. So yeah. But will you make other materials? Maybe. So we're doing some grip sections. We do some grip sections for This pen, the pencil. So this is a pencil. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all in the spoke thing, but they've photographed well, so they're cool to see in the camera. So this is a brass section aluminum anodized barrel, and then this is all aluminum. But we're gonna do some different materials up here in the sections. Probably in another. What's today? Early July. Early July, you'll be able to get some grip sections. You aren't late, Bruce. You had a pen out there earlier. You had the orange pen going. I'm waiting for someone to incorporate glow in the dark resin in a non-cheesy way, Bennu. Which models come with a stamp? The crush models usually come with a stamp. So the crush is where the end caps. You need the end caps on crush models to be this solid, like silver stainless materials. Oops, sorry, that's not coming in. So any of the crush series, there it is, has this end, the silver here, the shiny titanium here, and this is the only example I have here. This, I forget what material this is, but then these are stamped. So it's the crush. The crush series is that. What we're doing today is we're going to work on some planner issues I'm having. I'm going to see if y'all can help me out. But first, we're showing off the new camera. Check that out, Bruce. Check this out. So there you go. That was my noises. Oh, y'all wanted me to get out the sheet from last week to see if it worked. I'm not sure how the lighting is going to handle that. Let's see what a bottle looks like. All right, so that's the base airline bottle, wishy-washy. This is the blue. You can actually see that there's blue ink in here. They just don't always look black. Yeah, so this is the new camera, but not the final location or focus setup of the camera. So let me grab that sheet, and then we'll go into some planner design stuff, which I want to work on today for at least a little bit. Let's see. So I kept this sheet handy. I'm not sure, since we don't have like a one-on-one reference, and I pretty much ruined this sheet at the end by splashing water on it. But this is the chrysanthemum. It's got way more character in this. Like, you can see several different tones in here. Yeah, so this was the sample we were having a hard time with last week, and it was just like straight up brown. Right? And this isn't even with good lighting. Right? So we're going to adjust, the camera's going to have an adjustment to a completely different area of the desk, better lighting, all these things. So yeah, like I bought chrysanthemum because I wanted that pink to be popping through. And then you can see some of the other tones in here. So what I want to be able to do is to be able to do this on the desk and the camera to be able to focus in it well. And that's what we're going to have. Right. So right now the camera is this way. I'm going to move it over here. So it'll be kind of coming over my shoulder. It actually might be in this camera. We'll have to see. And then that way I can write over here. It needs more light? Yes. We're going to change all that. This is just the camera connection setup. So that's eroded bronze there in the middle. Yeah, this was just the connectivity setup. The camera will completely move and be adjusted for the lighting and for the aperture and for the focus. So yeah, maybe by Thursday if we need to order, for those who missed it, I need to order a new camera stand and a longer cord. This is like the best I can get right now, but hopefully by Thursday or early next week. Eroded bronze, does that one come in 120 milliliter? Because if it does, That might be my next purchase. Yeah. This color, I think that was the coolest color on this stream. It's really fascinating in person. And I thought I was going to like fall head over heels for the Pennsylvania Slate. And the Pennsylvania Slate's awesome, but we did it before the bronze. And I was like, ooh, I get it now. So, yeah. And then still, this Antique Sepia is really, really great. So, yeah, this is all Slumberland's fault, some of these color choices. And then this Antique Sepia, that's the greenish brown you see there. That's a pretty killer color. So I don't have any of them inked up yet. They're still all sitting on my desk, as a matter of fact, minus the one I sent to a giveaway winner last week. Maybe we'll give away another one of those today, huh? Maybe we'll give away another ink today. Because I think I'm going to be doing some work with... sorry, the lighting is really bugging me here. I'm going to be doing some work with Birmingham Studio, hopefully, and I'm going to get some more inks. Brad, I have fallen in love with Kokugyo KB Paper 64 GSM. Do you have a link for that, Tessa? I just ordered Raspberry Pi to run Octoprint for my new 3D printer. I packed out enclosed that I can tuck the camera inside and just set up the whole unit as a camera. That's cool. Yeah, so all my lighting is behind the camera, so it's getting shadows from monitors, from the camera stand, from everything right now. That's why the lighting on me looks good, but the lighting on the desk looks crap. So we're going to work on that. All right, so I'm going to talk about planners. So I've shared my setup. Let me make sure I can show you everything on here. Yeah. All right. So this is what isn't working yet for the camera. Is like this isn't going to look great because I don't have room. So this is my traditional planner setup. Right? So I have 7 days on the left, blank page on the right. I mean, dotted, but you know what I mean. No formatting on the right. 7 blocks of day dates on here. Can you add some more light? No. But I will next week when I said I will have everything set up correctly. So today, no. So this has worked for me for a long time. It's more of a task list, what I need to do. But the problem I'm running into is that my day-to-day doesn't really work for what I have anymore. What I'm ending up needing is actually a block schedule. This is A5 size. What I'm really needing is to take this schedule. So this is an A5 pad underneath it. So this is the Midori pad. Actually, we can see if I can pull up a browser window that would add light to it. There you go. Does that help? That might help. It's searing my eyeballs. See, I don't think it helps enough to matter. Yeah. So what I'm needing is not all entries are created equal, right? So the Topo A5 case, I didn't know they made one, and it uses discs. That's interesting. Lovely handwriting. Yeah, this is my average normal handwriting. I can go nicer, I can go messier. So yeah, Queen of Washi. So that's what I'm looking at. So I think what ends up happening is each entry is not created equal as far as time goes. Some of these entries might be 10 minutes. Some of these entries might be 2 hours, right? So I'm getting in trouble not scheduling out my blocks of time on the day. So I'm thinking about moving to, something more daily. So like we have one page for the day. What's today? Monday, 7 June. And then we have, and this is normal for a lot of planners. Whoops, AM. And I'm not going to lay this out completely perfectly. I know that. So let's just do a little bit of this. There's a lot of planners that are set up like this, right? This is a normal setup. But what I'm finding, and what I've seen, like there is actually William Hanna makes a format that I like. What I'm seeing is not only do I need this block of schedule, okay, I still need a note section. Right? So I think I'm going to go to daily pages, because then I can go, can go. And I can block out these times. I know the focus isn't going to work here, right? The focus is, I am not going to draw these out. A4 is be way too large. So that's one of the kickers is not wasting space. So then we have proper timings set out for the tasks. We know how long they're going to take. And then I still have, I'll still have, I have to have this section on my day, right? This is the this is the pen I chose. This is my pen of choice this week, is the Platinum Desk Pen. So we have this, but I have to have this because I have notes. So this podcast I'm recording this afternoon, I also want some notes on, I don't want to keep having notes in separate books all over the place. And I don't need endless pages, right? I don't need 2 pages per day. That's way too much. So I actually think that this is actually probably like a 1/3 here, and then this is like a 2/3 here page. Good morning, Aurelius. Yeah, like this is normal, right? And then I'll have my, my notes here. And this is is not only my reference for the day where everything's blocked out, it now becomes reference for the notes of the things that are held within here, right? So like the giveaway, tomorrow's giveaways here. Do you think you need a notes overflow section? Possibly. And that's where I'm thinking like the William Hanna is still going to come handy with this setup. So I'm going to show you the page that I found on William Hanna that I like. Because I don't want to write out the schedule. I want it pre-printed. But I also need the space. And then overflow I'm not as particular on because I still have a journal. But I'd like to keep this stuff out of the journal, if you will. So then like the giveaway, so like giveaways on here, I need notes on there. So tomorrow's giveaway on the blog is a really nice pen that someone donated. Whoops. So I need these notes to have in my head when I'm writing tomorrow's post, right? And then we need pictures. Either mine or borrow them from somewhere else or something like that. So I don't think I'll ever need... How's the camera set up? So this is the new camera, but the setup is going to have to change because I don't have the arm in yet. So I don't have the C stand in yet, but it's ordered. It'll be here tomorrow. So maybe Thursday's stream, maybe Wednesday's stream, I'll be able to... So like this camera is in the wrong position on the desk. It's turned around. My new camera is going to come from over here. It's going to be better writing. Like I don't have any of the aperture set right, but this is just basically the test, the connectivity test to make sure it's working. But it's going to be great when it's time, right? Like, yeah, lighting is on. Once I get the camera into its final position, then I'll work on lighting. Today it looks like crap. Because it's in a place where it's not going to be. So, yeah. We're going to be grooving here soon. So, once we get everything flipped around and finalized, then we'll see what the lighting is like and get that set up so it's as good as like what's on the face cam lighting. I think is pretty good. Bump up. Yeah, oh yeah. Like all the camera settings are going to change. For sure, once I get it moved. So like it's on the back side of my desk right now. It's going to come over on this front side of my desk by me, reach over this way to the desk. I don't know what the distance is going to be set at. I don't know what all the lighting, all the focus, everything is going to be adjusted. So I'm not going to tweak anything today other than I wanted to make sure it was connected. And then when it gets in its final position, then we can like fine tune the lighting and the focus and all that stuff. So yeah, because like it's messed up right now, but there's no point in adjusting it right this second. But we'll get it adjusted so we can see my writing better. So yeah, so thanks for your help. It's been super helpful. And finally got that stuff ordered. So like I said, it'll be in Tuesday. My biggest hang up right now is I didn't have a long enough cable to put the camera where I wanted to. So is there an auto mode on the camera? I'm sure. Like I'm not the camera guru in this house. Yeah, so like this looks like crap because the focus is really up here, but I just wanted to make sure we were at least grooving with connectivity and stuff, and then in the next couple of streams we'll have it locked down for looks. So yeah, almost there. Once we get those next parts in, we're going to be a lot closer. So what I was saying is I don't think I need more than one page, right? I don't need multiple pages for a day, but this is no longer working for me, right? This is giving me the tasks and has always been good for showing me the tasks, but the tasks were never really assigned times. Like, I knew what I wanted to do and around when I wanted to do it, but what would happen is if I got something had to become an emergency, like everything would just get shuffled because I wasn't really strict on what was happening at these other times, right? So that's what I'm thinking. So I found these pages, and I think there's a lot of this is like, again, like this is probably a pretty common setup that I can find from anywhere. But I did find, why is I think Spotted Journal shooting us the bird. What was she just doing? Let me find this one page here. Then I'll switch it over. Now, I'm not like dead set on the William Hanna. I would love it if I could continue using it. All right, enjoy your lurk, Toasty. Let me find the page. Where are the inserts? So I'm not beholden to the William Hanna, but I would like to use it for other reasons, and I'll show you why. Where are the inserts? Give me the inserts. So they have, I found this. Where is it? So this one's called Time Slot. All right, JD lady, enjoy your lurk. Oh, enjoy your lunch. That sounds awesome. So this is almost that 1/3, 2/3 that I was explaining. Right? This is exactly what I want. So it goes from 6 a.m. to midnight, which is more than enough coverage. It gives me, it's broken down into half hours, which is good because I have some short tasks. Like, some of these tasks are short. And then I have like my 2/3, right? So I mean, I was kind of mimicking this because I'd already seen this, but I mean, there's other planners that are this layout. What I'm trying to see if there is something I'm missing for what I'm trying to do, or if there's other options I should consider. Because a lot of the ones I see kind of take the day date and that uses the whole page. But then this is this whole, this is important to me. This space to be on the same page, because I don't think I need 2 pages for that. That's the hang up. It's whatever William Hanna uses. It's very fountain pen friendly, right? So like, this is what I'm not on the camera anymore. So everything I've been showing you is my fountain pens in the William Hanna. So I'll show you a closer up if you want to see it. Plus, and then the Dutch window method on top of this if I need it, right? I don't like that only because you cannot see your entire week. Where you're going to see your entire week layout? That's a great question. And I think that's digital. I think the week says is digital. And maybe I get a monthly calendar for the front of the book. Right? So I could have a 12-month calendar in the front. I don't think I would use it though. So I'm feeling this right now. I don't know if I could do a Dutch window for each page. Weren't you saying you want a monthly calendar to plan launches? Yeah, I'm struggling with that. Because, oh, sorry, Rewizzles. That is such a good ink. Like, it's still inked here in my pen case. I'm not cleaning that out till I use it up. I love it. I'm having trouble with schedule launches, right? Blog planning, right? So that's become almost more digital Kanban style-y, right? Because we have 4 different writers, myself included. So let me show you. I don't know if this will work on the camera. This may not work over here. But like, so going back to, hey, how can you see your week? Right? So like that's how I see basically the headers of what I need to do for like the, repeated stuff. So I still use this because I can get alerts and things like that. So I don't know. I something's broken with the way I'm doing this. Like, it's good information, but the daily workflow is not good. And it's a frustration point for me right now. So Queen of Washi, the Todoist app that I use, has like a Kanban type board that I've thought about using for each individual writer. Alan just went down a rabbit hole of I want my own design layout, which then ended up with maybe I should get an old letterpress printing setup. I think that's the right move. So like Bleep, what my goal is to have more sanity in my workflow, right? It's not to write more crap down. It's to say, okay, it's Monday. Here's what I plan to do and when I plan to do it. And then when I'm done, go, hey, success day. Yay, success day. Right? And like, I'm not looking for perfection. Like, I never strive for perfection in this stuff. But I'm striving for more mental health success, if you will. I want to be mentally more successful with my week. Like, I get it done. I always get it done. But recently, it's been more frustrating because I don't think I'm scheduled enough, right? My header type of scheduling that I do, my top line item scheduling that I do, is not working enough. Those items need to have times assigned to them to say at 10 o'clock, this is what I'm doing. So, but I should look at the bullet journaling as well. I just don't want to roll my own that hard. Like, but I think there's a lot of ways, like the Dr. D, I'll put a link in the chat. I actually put that link in the article in the Mistville links this weekend that you sent me, Queen of Washi. So this is a good article for y'all to check out. I enjoyed this. I find I have to block schedule or I ended up catching on emails at midnight. Thank you, Power Belly. That is a statement I could repeat. If I don't say that this block of time is for this work, I end up doing the work, but it's more scattershot. And then all of a sudden it's 8 o'clock and then I forgot, there's like 5 emails I have to answer. Well, that should have been done at 3:30 when I was done with these other things. It's just about how you denote to do, high priority to do, notes, something to research and meeting. That's one thing I don't have. If I have it down, it has to get done. Look at Cal Newport's time block method. All right, I'm gonna write that down. So, like, I definitely don't weight things as priority 1, priority 2, priority 3. Right? I weight things. If it's down, it has to be done. And I just assign it the time blocks to get it done. Maybe the most important thing has a time block every day of the week until it gets done. But that doesn't mean the least important thing doesn't have its own time block too, because it also has to be completed. I have writer's book to read. That's been on my reading list for a while. Like, even if I don't technically bullet journal, I think the idea, spacebar. I think the idea of the bullet journal is good. Yeah, we can't have perfection. I strive for flexibility. Yeah, that's a smart way to think about it. I never go for perfection. Whoops. What about Traveler's Notebook, weekly, and weekly plus memo? I've thought about it. I think I like the A5 layout more. Because then I'm into the 2-page thing, right? I would still have kind of a 2-page breakout, and even though it's close to the same physical space. I know you've talked about it in the past. Have you just given Chronodex a thought? I had a fleeting Chronodex thought. Are you using Mike's and CGP Gray's books? Not right now. I have used the theme system. I filled 2 theme system journals, but I'm not doing it right now. Flexibility of the bullet journal helps with different seasons. Yeah. I've always done a to-do on a 4x8 pad. For more of the schedule type stuff, I lean heavily on digital tools. All right, hang on. I'm going to mute y'all for 1 second. All right, Elizabeth wants to say hi. Hi. Good morning. Feeling a little rough today, right? Yeah. Do we want to say why?
I got my second COVID shot.
Yeah, she's on the day after her second Pfizer shot, so having a rough day. So got it. So she's gonna go lay down. I just want to make sure she was doing okay. I wanted to take that offline for a second until she was cool. All right. Go take care of yourself. I'll come check on you in a minute. I'm not going to be streaming much longer. Not a long stream today. Okay? Love you. All right. So, yeah. Well, tough day today. But she's doing okay. She's a trooper. She is getting way grown up. She'll be 15 in another month and a half. All right, I'm going to roll back to a couple of these. Bleep was talking about doing bespoke layouts. Yeah, I want to find a pre-made. So driving in a year, yeah, learner's permit in 6 weeks. She's been driving in our driveway a bunch for the past year or so. So, yeah, my one, I think it's going to be, I think we're still okay. I think the rest of the day is going to be even worse. So it's going to be a tough day. So I'm going to take care of her. Yeah, a driver, right? Man, some of her friends are driving already. She's young for for her grade. So like some of her friends are going to be driving like before the summer's out. And it's like, oh my God. 2 days after Totally Better. Yeah. So my wife and I had Moderna, and it definitely kicked us down for about 12 hours the day after. How about the Nolte PDCA, which is pretty good for efficiency? I'm not familiar with that one. I mean, I'm familiar with Nolte. Let me add that to the list. And see, this is where, like, I also have, I'm not too crazy concerned about the organization part of this, but like if I'm writing these notes, hey, check this out, hey, check that out, do they go on this planner style thing? Or do they go in like a notebook, like my journal, stuff like that. So newborn jaundice crap is never fun. Totally, Evan. I feel you on that one. That's always annoying. It's like, it's going to be fine, but my God, it never seems like it is. Then all of a sudden, hey, cleared up. Theme system might be my fit if I could get the UK without paying crazy shipping. I mean, Mike and CGP are in the UK, so how hard can it be? How hard can it be is that they're distributed from the US. That's how hard it can be. Tessa, you're going to design me something? I don't want you to have to go through that. But yeah, you're welcome to. Yeah, the theme system itself it answers a different question than I'm asking, right? So yeah, that's why I enjoyed the theme system, because end of the day, quick recap, and some small notes. Like, theme system doesn't help me manage the day, right? That's not what it's designed for, which is why I like it. It's separate from all of this. You have a graphic design degree I've never used. All right, let's do it. Let's figure it out. But I think I'm going to order those William Hanna pages for starters. I would like a little more character in the page, but we'll see. We'll see if it works. But see, and then I like the William Hanna thing because like I have my other pages in the back that I get to use, right? So I was scheduling, so I recorded with Ben Walsh last week. We're going to release that on Wednesday on the Pen Addict feed. And then I have a podcast today at 2 o'clock. What time is it? Noon. So I'm starting to take notes for this. I'm going to record that today. So, Baron Fig. That's funny. Kind of sounds... Mafia Geek, totally. Kind of sounds like you might need to do a bit of brainstorming mind map for what the big objective of the new planner layout is. Yes, and that's what I've been thinking about after last week and kind of the difficulties I had last week. What I want to know is when I'm supposed to do the things so the things aren't in like a jumbled mess and me panicking trying to untangle that mess. Does that make sense? What product were you most excited to buy but was incredibly disappointed by what you received? I need to think about that question. That question comes up. I really gotta think. Tessa. My dream setup would be like this. 1, ring bound. 2, B6. 3, similar layout to what Brad has described for daily pages. I prefer not to roll my own, but I accept that I may have to. B6 is becoming so popular, I would imagine you're not going to have to. I want 1 page a day is I think what I moved to, because right now I'm 2 page per week and I can't do the daily breakdowns that I want. Right? So like my page a day would look like this. I know that's not unclear. So, which is basically the layout on that William Hanna that I pulled up. And others do this. But like something like the Jibun Techo, I think it's too aggressively scheduled. I don't know. Working on it. True story. I thought that's what you guys were saying forever for Bear and Fig. That's funny. The plotter planner system is ring bound and they have different inserts. It has a lot of character. All right, plotter planner. I'm writing all these down, by the way. Yeah, that's another thing that like I need to look at is like what Etsy has. I really like this William Hanna paper, and I also have a good relationship with them. Make that your left-hand page for the week. But that changes every day. That wouldn't work. Your right-hand page can change daily. Make what my left-hand page for the day? This new layout or what I currently have? Yeah, I think I have to have the time slots. You should do a William Hanna Pen Addict collab. We've been talking. It's not as easy as you'd think. Thought that was a weekend view? Yeah, that's a day. That would be a day. What I have now is a week. Right? What I have now is a week. And I don't think it's doing me any favors other than just a few headline notes. What it's not accomplishing for me is efficiency. Efficiency. Do you need to wait to decide on a William Hanna planner? I don't think so because I don't think it's going to work. I'll have to I'll email them and see. I don't think we're going to. I don't know anything. But we talked about doing an orange exterior and a Pen Addict stamp, like the leather stamps. But the samples were delayed. They're such small batch that it may not be worth it. But it's not shelved. But it's not an active project. Does that make sense? Schmevelin 5 gift subs. Let's go. Schmevelin, thank you so much. I'm going to go back to your comment, Chris, in just a second. Schmevelin, you can continue to be a superstar. Thank you so much. You're so kind to this whole community. And I really genuinely appreciate that. And I'm trying to do my part, seeing how amazing y'all are in this community. One of the things I really want to work on is growing this Twitch community. I really believe in this platform for stationary fans. And the Stationary Brew team has gotten that started. In propping up all the stationary creators on the platform. And I just want to help do that for what y'all have done for me. Like, that's my goals. Because it's amazing. And I really, really, really appreciate y'all. Schmevelin, like, it's really, really great. Thank you so much. It is super kind. Oh. Thank you, Schmevelin. Really appreciate it. Chris says the issue with the William Hanna page you had was that only a single column means if something interrupts the plan, it's hard to rework the rest of the day afterward. If you have 3-4 columns, if something throws off the day, you can redo the rest of the day in the next column over. So I feel like that's a dice roll I'm willing to take, because it's not going to come up craps that often to where I'm going to enjoy it more in that setup than I would be frustrated with 3 or 4 columns just in case something happened. Does that make sense? That's the way I view it, right? I'm going to take my chance to have a screw up every now and then than to be frustrated every day with all these other columns. That's the way I think. Kate says, do different disk systems have easier or harder time turning pages? I'm the only one. This is the only one I've used, so I don't know. None of them are amazing, right? You don't go into a disk bound system and say, oh, this is the nicest page turning thing. You're like, oh, do the pages stay completely attached all the time, no matter what I'm doing? Yes. Then that's kind of like the starting and ending point. Anything else is kind of like bonus. What are we talking about? Crabs? No. What are you talking about? You probably get interrupted during the day, much less than that. That's exactly right. So situationally, Chris, that's probably perfect for you. And then I'd probably be using a Pilot Friction or a pencil. But for me, like, I can sit here and tell you my general week every week. The problem is my day-to-day getting busted up and shifted because I didn't plan ahead enough. And I think that's where I'm getting. Are there any planners really recommended for people with ADD, ADHD? I'm chronically unorganized. I think there is, and I don't know off the top of my head. But I know it seems like I've read some of the things about ADD, ADHD planner setups, but I'm not proficient enough to talk about them. But if anyone has any links, please let me know. It seems like there are some systems. Bujo was created because of writers' ADD. Yeah, so there you go. So like read like the bullet journaling manifesto at bulletjournal.com, I think is just the main site. Read the main overview on why Bujo was created and see if that rings true with what you're experiencing when you're trying to work on planning. My partner has ADHD and they just use a Bujo. It works pretty well for them. Yeah. Oh, Quixotic Fox, ADHD here. Personally love the bullet journal, but it's different for everyone. Yeah. So you can read a lot about the bullet journal online and see what resonates with you. Jackie, I just continually restart all the different kinds. That's a fact. Killer Sheep, that's what got me into Bujo. I'm waiting for a Stephen King Bujo book. There's got to be one. Field Notes Weeks. It has weekly spreads, but you fill in the dates itself, so it has everything arranged, but enough wiggle room for your own needs. All right, hang on. We might be wrapping this stream up, so let me do a giveaway real quick. I think my son's about to be home. I think it's raining. I think Elizabeth's not doing super awesome. At least she looks super awesome now that I see her over here. She will not come on camera now, will you?
Yeah, please.
All right. Elizabeth can come on camera while I figure out what ink we're going to give away. She just wants to show you how silly she looks. So this is summertime for a teenager. Is this. Welcome to my life, y'all. I kind of love it. So, yeah, she's the best. Elizabeth is number one in my book. All right. Oh, should we okay, how about this? We'll let Elizabeth pick out the ink that I'm going to give away to y'all. Awesome hair runs in the Dowdy family. Facts. So, all of these inks were tested the other day. So, we have the 5 Birmingham inks and the Yoseka. So, this is a way I hate picking these out because like my bias creeps in. So, we'll let Elizabeth pick out any of these inks that she wants. You can see all the colors on there if you want on that sheet. And pick one out that you like, or you can look at the box and pick one out that you like. Which one? Okay, she likes Airline, which is the bright blue. Airline, the bright blue wishy-washy. Oh, check this out, Elizabeth. Have you seen my new camera? You want the chrysanthemum so bad? That's a good one. Check this out. So yeah, Airline's the bright blue wishy-washy. So we're going to give that one away. Elizabeth picked that out. All right. All right, you're making me laugh. Go now. Every time I look up, I see you behind me. All right. Let's see. Let's do this, and then we'll. I don't know if anyone's watching Spotted Journal. Let me know if she's about to wrap up. Otherwise, we'll throw it to one of our Stationary Brew team members. Chorus of Angels singing at the autofocus. Just wait till I get it like officially set up. We are not even officially set up yet. So we are testing the camera today. All right. So this is for Birmingham Airline. What does chrysanthemum look? I'll show you while I run this. Mm-hmm. So let me start this and I'll show you that. It does look a little different. So I'm giving away this. I have tested my glass dip nib in this, but otherwise it's brand new, ready to go. So I don't have the lighting totally set up yet on here, Rewizzles, but I can show you that it definitely looks, some of the pinks coming in now. So you can see in the swab, you get some of the pink undertones there. It's still more pink in what I see personally, but I don't have the lighting set up here good. But you can tell the difference from what it was looking last week. It was just straight up brown. So there's definitely some character there. So we'll get this in a pen pretty soon. And then I'll still keep this sheet, and we'll see when I get the new, once the camera moves into its final form and the lighting is set up and the location set up, we'll get that. We'll do a new chrysanthemum swab when we get into next week and get the lighting fully set up. So you do have my handwriting on this box and my ink swab on this box, and you do have some of the glass dip nib has been in this bottle, but it's essentially brand new. All right, we still going? 20 seconds left.
That's my favorite color.
So Elizabeth says it's her favorite color. Y'all can probably hear her though. All right, that stopped. Let me get this raid up. We're gonna go say hey to Spotted Journal. Even though I don't know how much longer she's gonna be on. All right, the winner is Luxury. Luxury, you win. So the rules are, you have to say hi in the chat. You got to say, oh, yeah, I like that. You have to say, hey, what's up? Or anything. You have to exist in the chat. And then you have to email me at that address that Rewizzles just put in here. Luxury, I like that. Are you there, Luxury? Brad, it's all your fault. I just ordered a William Hanna Plana. Well, if your graphic design chops are as they say and you're happy with them, you'll be printing your own inserts in no time. Luxury, you have to reply to claim this ink. Otherwise, I will give it to someone else. We'll give you a couple minutes. I see no response. Luxury. That is the one rule we have. Hey, first time winner. Woo, Luxury. Thank you for speaking up in the chat. All right, so you know what to do. Email me when you get the chance. No real rush. I'm not going to get this out till probably Sunday. All right. I'm going to go take care of my babies that are now teenagers. One last thing. Tomorrow on the blog. Hey, Holly Fox Letters. We're about to wrap it up over here. But I had a Pen Addict reader, send me this for giveaway. So we're gonna do this Opus 88 Coloro medium nib is gonna be our giveaway on the blog tomorrow. So thank you, wonderful Pen Addict reader who sent this my way specifically for y'all. How nice was that? All right, so stay tuned for that tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow streaming 10 a.m. I have my Mr. Cypress pens here. I have not unboxed them. They're sitting next to the desk here in the FedEx packaging. That's how quick those came. Did you beat Alan? So Luke Jury, you have beaten Alan. Alan's still over. So there you go. All right, we're gonna go throw it over to Spotted Journal. I hope y'all have a great day. Go tell her hi. She's practicing some drawing. She's doing some cool stuff. Definitely give her a follow if you're not. She's part of the I'm gonna call it Strange Brew, Stationary Brew team. We are a strange lot. That's why you love us so much. Thank y'all. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh yeah, I always say talk to you later. Bye. Then it's like 10 seconds for the raid to actually launch. So we'll do that. We'll say talk to you later in 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.